Now, online education, especially even during the time of the pandemic in India, has not reached a very large majority of children. In fact, according to a new report, nearly about 70% of the children were deprived of access to online education. So how serious is this a problem, especially at a time when schools have been shut due to the Covid-19 pandemic? Our next report gets you all the details, and we'll also leave you with this. Thanks for watching.
India has now had pandemic-driven school closures for 2 years, be it online learning, YouTube telecasts, TV lessons, WhatsApp videos, or even e-content portals. Several efforts have been made to replace offline education, but in vain.
हमारे पास वो facilities नहीं है, हम online classes ले सकें.
Blame the lack of penetration and effectiveness of e-learning. According to a study by the Boston Consulting Group, most children don't have a device at home. More than 70% Indian rural population have no internet access, and majority of teachers find it hard to establish a connect or assess children online. The outcomes are abysmal. 90% children lost at least one specific language ability. A year's loss of learning would take a lengthy 9 to 14 years to recuperate, and that loss also meant 9% lower future earnings for a student. The implications go beyond learning. Increased child exploitation, lower nutrition with constrained midday meals, social and emotional issues are other ramifications of prolonged school closures. Speaking about the impact of school closures on Indian children, this is what some have to say.
I do feel that I have lost out on my education, as if it were an offline mode, I could have done better.
During online classes, we were unable to meet our friends, while in school we can easily meet with them, we can chat with them, and we can enjoy with them. The subjects are very tough to understand, while in school we can easily get clarified with our teacher.
When we think about studies, students require proper attention, discipline, which is not actually possible in online lectures. We need that discipline in our lives.
The connectivity issues or the internet issues, that is a big concern for everybody. Coming back to classes is definitely the decision of the government, so let's just wait for some time to find an effective solution.
Going by the BCG study, most parents are also in favor of in-person learning. Reasons being both behavioral and academic, be it the lack of focus at home or health issues such as stress on eyes or headaches. Parents are keen for schools to open in offline mode.
A KG1 student today, meaning a child who has started going to KG1 during this pandemic time, thinks school is a laptop. They have not seen a physical school, they have not seen a classroom. Very unfortunate, and that is the age and stage at which their brain starts developing and they start forming concepts and ideas.
Online classes are definitely doing harm for the children. I can see the listening ability of the kids have reduced a lot.
Children are being deprived of their meeting their classmates, their teachers, having in-person classes, the physical activities, the PT classes, the camaraderie which they will have with their friends.
And with the vaccines and all other things, I think we should go back to the schools.
Interestingly, several nations, unlike India, kept schools partially or fully open during subsequent waves, despite much higher caseloads than India. This after large-scale learning losses were caused by school closures in the first wave. While schools were globally shut in first half of 2020, many countries like Australia, Japan and US kept schools largely open during second wave in 2021. In In fact, many countries like Australia, France and UK prioritized keeping schools open vis-a-vis malls, shops, gyms, etc. The protocol ensured that schools remained open despite lockdowns. And that's why the study suggests that India now adopt a new philosophy, that of schools being the last to close and first to open instead of the other way round. According to the study, India must act on 4 key areas: decentralized decision-making to village level instead of national, state and district, along with clear norms for reopening and closure. Offer a blended learning construct with the provision of online classes for children who wish to continue from home. Strengthen testing, vaccination, safety protocol and ventilation. And prepare to bridge learning gaps with the help of right content and proper allocation of resources. As per BCG's study, the good news is that the risk of reopening schools is now low. They credit increasing vaccination penetration, lesser infection transmission among school children, and children's lower fatality versus adults. With Bureau Inputs, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.